Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am ridiculously next level excited for today's video. We are finally going to be testing out, playing with and reviewing the brand new Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Foundation. This is their brand new, I suppose, addition to the Double Wear family. And they are claiming that this is like a lighter, fresher, more natural version of the original Double Wear foundation. Now, if you're new here to my channel, I have an extremely oily skin type and I do a bunch of reviews around products that are fantastic for oily skin. The original Double Wear foundation is one of my holy grails, but for some people it's a little bit too heavy, a little bit too thick, a little bit too much, you know, for those days when you want to look more natural. So this one here is supposed to last as long as this, control oil as well as this, but look a lot fresher on the skin. So if you want to see a bit of a battle between these two and hear a full review and also see me test this bad boy out on my skin and wear it for over 12 hours, then please keep on watching. Now I have done a little comparison situation here so that we know the exact differences between the two products. So are you ready? Both of these are going to set you back $42 US, so they are both exactly the same price. The new Double Wear Nude is an SPF 30, whereby the original is an SPF 10. And don't worry, I will do a flash test during the video so that you can see, you know, how much of a flashback you do get when in photography. They describe the Double Wear Nude as having a water light, fresh, healthy, you know, weightless feeling on the skin, whereas the original Double Wear, they say that it is coverage with a natural finish. Double Wear Nude's going to get you light to medium coverage. The original Double Wear is going to get you medium to full coverage. Both of these are buildable, apparently. This one definitely is, and I mean, you can see it on the skin. The original Double Wear definitely isn't like an invisible foundation at all, but it's not cakey. Like, I absolutely love how this looks and how much coverage this gives, so I'll be interested to see how this one goes. Double Wear Nude has more of like a satin real skin finish, and the original Double Wear has more of like a matte kind of finish on the skin. Both are marketed as 24-hour wear foundation, so very long wearing, and both are also oil controlling formulas, which is so exciting. Now, obviously, because this one's just been released, I'm assuming that they're going to be making new shades. Don't quote me on that, but this one is currently only available in 12 shades, and the original Double Wear is actually available in 38 shades. So there's quite a difference between the shade ranges between both of these. Double Wear Nude is available now on the Estee Lauder website. It's available now in the US and the UK. It's available at Selfridges, and it's going to be launching in Australia later on in the year. I don't have an exact date or even a month, but as soon as I do, I will of course let you guys know. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty well all of the important things about these two that you need to know. What I'm going to be doing in this video is applying the original Double Wear on this side of my face and then the brand new Double Wear Nude on this side of my face. We're going to be showing comparisons between the formulas, the coverage, and then I'm going to be wearing it all day long. I'm probably looking at maybe 16 hours of wear at this point. I really want to be able to show you guys exactly how well this is going to last on oily skin. We're also going to be looking closely at how it looks on my pores, whether it emphasizes them, whether it looks cakey, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's jump into the review. Okay, just going to quickly prep my skin. If you are new here and you haven't seen any of my foundation reviews before, the Hourglass Mineral Veil is, in my opinion, the best primer on the market for oilier combo skin types. It's absolutely beautiful. It will smooth out pores and skin. It will make you look flawless, and it will keep your makeup in place all day long. Now, I am quite literally completely out of Double Wear. So I've got 3 bottles here and I've had them all sitting upside down. I'm hoping to be able to get enough product out of these to cover half of my face. I go through this stuff like it's going out of fashion. Like, I kid you not. Gonna do the old scoop it out of the lid trick. Oh, there's really not much. Ooh. So I matched to a 3W Tawny in the original Double Wear, and it looks like the new Double Wear is a much, it looks like the shades run a lot lighter. I'll pop a little swatch side by side on my hand so you guys can see. Okay, so hopefully the camera picks it up. So this here is the original Double Wear, and then this is the new Double Wear. And you can see very clearly there on the back of my hand that there is a definite color difference. The original Double Wear is much darker. Both of these are in the shade Tawny, so they're exactly the same shade. So just be warned. And I mean, it might oxidize and we'll find out, but just be warned on first impression. I can see that the new range of foundations will run a little bit lighter. It's time to get serious. Okay, so this is what the original Double Wear looks like on my skin. It is a matte finish, but it does still look, you know, fairly healthy for something that is, you know, such full coverage. You can obviously build this up. This is probably about a medium coverage now, but you can definitely build this up to full coverage. Now for the exciting part, let's jump into the Double Wear Nude. Now I'm going to show you guys the exact consistency of this foundation. So I'm going to tip a little bit on the back of my hand and like, seriously, oh gosh, it just dripped everywhere. So runny. So can you see that dripping down my hand there? Very, very thin consistency. If anything, the consistency kind of reminds me of some of those super, super lightweight foundations like the YSL Fusion Ink or the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, like those kinds of foundations. No, the color doesn't actually look too bad. I have a feeling that this actually oxidizes because it looked lighter when I first applied it on the back of my hand. And, you know, it's now kind of self-adjusted to more of a shade that matches my skin, and then it's closer to the original double wear. I couldn't find instructions anywhere on how to blend this one out, so I'm first going to try with a beauty blender sponge. And then we'll try it with a brush as well on my forehead to see the difference. Okay, so it spreads out really, really easily, guys. And it's definitely more of a lighter coverage, but I would be interested to build this one up. Actually looks really, really nice and healthy on the skin. To me, the finish kind of reminds me of more of like a tinted moisturizer finish. Obviously, you can build it and apply more product to build more coverage, but it just looks really, really natural and healthy and nearly like more of a skin tint. It has actually dried down. It didn't dry down as fast. Oh, actually, they both feel very, very similar at this point. So slightly tacky, but they do have kind of like a velvety feel. I'm taking a bit more of that foundation. I'm going to see if I can build up that coverage. Feels very, very lightweight on the skin. It doesn't really feel at all like I'm wearing a foundation on that side. It kind of just feels like, I don't know, like a moisturizer. It feels really, really nice. Oh, and it builds up really, really well. Oh, dang. Oh, look how healthy my skin looks. Oh my God. It's kind of an oily girl's skin dream to be able to have a foundation that looks dewy and glowy, that isn't oily and shiny, and that will control oil throughout the day. Look at this glow. Can we take a minute? Oh my gosh, it just looks absolutely incredible. I'm going to quickly try it with a brush and see the difference that makes. We'll apply it up here. Oh, it blends really nicely with the brush as well, actually. Okay, I'm going to zoom you guys in now so that you can get a closer look at my skin. I mean, I love the original double wear, but it's definitely a matte. The double wear nude is so glowy and healthy. Like, it's like pregnancy glow in a bottle. Okay, so this is the original double wear on this side. It is set down. It's not tacky. It feels kind of velvety on the skin. Obviously a matte finish. I think it does a great job of minimizing the pores, but it is definitely heavier on the skin. Like you can see here in this smile line already. You know, there is like a little bit of creasing happening here. And then in comparison to this side, this is the double wear nude. As you can see, it looks a lot healthier, more radiant, glowy. And I've been able to very easily build this up to a medium coverage. So now the coverage on both sides of my face is exactly the same. It looks honestly beautiful. I mean, it's difficult to tell without powdering it, but I feel like my pores are less visible on this side with the double wear nude. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup off camera. So I will use a little bit of concealer under my eyes. I will powder it all down. Then I will come back and show you guys what my skin is looking like. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I've got the rest of my makeup on now. And oh my gosh, this foundation is looking so nice. The coverage looks amazing. My skin looks really nice and smooth. My pores don't look emphasized. It was very easy to apply concealer, powder, blush, bronzer, all of that over the top. It didn't shift or transfer. Here's a little look at it close up. Now, I do have acne on my lip and it is kind of peeking through, but we did know already that this was more of a light to medium coverage foundation, and I did not apply any concealer over those breakouts. I've just left them because I wanted to see how the foundation did on its own. And I mean, for a light coverage foundation, I really can't complain. It looks so smooth. Like, look at this under eye area and my nose and my pores. It feels a lot lighter on the skin. It feels very natural. It feels very much like I'm not wearing, you know, a foundation at all. So yeah, so far, super, super impressed. Definitely can't fault it at this stage. It looks very nice, very healthy, very natural. Very good. One thing that I did forget to mention earlier is, and I was having a look on the website, the foundation is supposed to hydrate your skin the entire time you're wearing it. Now, obviously, if you're a dry skin, that's amazing, but it's also amazing for an oilier skin type. For those of you who don't know already, our skin produces too much oil when it is dehydrated. That's the primary cause of excess oil production. So to have a product that will actually hydrate your skin while you wear it, that is also going to help, you know, reduce the oil production and slow things down. So yeah, I think that's really, really good. Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and wear this for the rest of the day. I will check in at about the 6-hour mark just so that I can give you a bit of an update. And then, you know, we'll have a really close look at the skin tonight after 12, 14, 16, I mean, whatever I end up wearing it for. Have a really close look at the skin, see where we're at. Fingers crossed. Because I mean, if this lasts and wears well on oily skin, this is going to be a new favorite because it is just so lightweight. You can't even feel it. You can't see it. It's amazing. So yep, I will talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, so back again. I've now been wearing this foundation for over 6 hours and holy guacamole, it is so matte still. Like, none of my oils have come through at all. Obviously, that is to be expected with the, regular Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I freaking love this stuff. Like, it's so good. But holy crap, the Nude, the Double Wear Nude? Yes, honey. Yes. Okay, so again, this side here is the regular Double Wear. And then this side is the Double Wear Nude. The coverage looks the same on both sides. I do still think that the Double Wear Nude side looks a little bit lighter, a little bit fresher, a little bit like you just can't see the product on the skin as much. But I mean, at the same time, I love the look and finish of the Double Wear. So for me, the finish of the Double Wear is not an issue. And it looks healthy on the skin. It looks like it would be kind of tacky because it's got a bit of a dewiness to it. But it feels completely velvety and matte to the touch. Like there's no tackiness, there's no stickiness. It doesn't feel heavy or greasy or anything like that. It feels amazing. So yeah, so far I have definitely got no negatives whatsoever on this one. I'm really, really happy so far. And I mean, I'm not oily at all. Like look how matte my T-zone is. Like, are you even kidding? Oh, I've got no words. But yes, I will be back tonight to update you guys even further. Please, foundation gods, please let my face stay like this. Okay guys, so back with my final check-in. We're officially at 14 hours of wear now. Obviously, from looking at my face, this is proof of how well the Double Wear Foundation works. Like, I should be melting. You know that mean green witch out of The Wizard of Oz? That should be me. Okay, so here is a closer look again for comparison. So here is my skin with the original Double Wear Foundation. It looks incredible. This is why I love this foundation so much. Like, it's insane. And then the Double Wear Nude side. Now, I do think that the Double Wear Nude side looks slightly dewier. I certainly wouldn't say that it looks oily. I don't feel like I would need to touch it up. But it does kind of look slightly dewier. And like I said earlier, kind of like slightly healthier and less, like a second skin kind of a thing. There is a tiny little bit of separation just on my chin here and kind of in areas where I get particularly oily, but I got to tell you, like, I've been leaning on my face. The coverage has held up really, really well. It's transfer proof. Even with the oils coming through, it stayed on the side of my nose, hasn't separated anywhere else, hasn't got cakey, hasn't settled into fine lines or pores or anything. Like, it looks so nice. And I would say that it has held up just as well as the original Double Wear, which is ridiculous because I have never found a foundation that lasts anywhere near like that one, but this one definitely does. So overall, I think that this is a really great foundation. I think that it's so cool that with one layer, it just looks like a skin tint or like a BB cream or a really, really, really light coverage foundation, which is fantastic for those of you who prefer that look during the day or, more mature skins that don't really like a heavy kind of makeup look. Absolutely amazing. And even more amazing because that's going to last all day long. Now, what else I am really impressed about and, what is proof on my face today is that you can actually build this up without it getting cakey at all to still get a decent amount of coverage in it. So this is really, really versatile. So you could use one layer during the day for really natural, sheer, glowy, fresh looking skin. And then you could build up the coverage with 2 coats, for a nighttime event or, a special occasion. I did take some flash photos and I did not find that there is any flashback. Even though this has an SPF level of 30, I didn't see any flashback in those photos. I will list the products in the description bar that I used, the concealer, the powder, all of that kind of stuff as well. But honestly, as a first impression, I think that this foundation is absolutely incredible. I am really, really, really impressed with it. Actually, you know what? To be versatile, let's remove my base and let's apply the foundation with only one layer so that you can see, just how sheer and natural it will look on my skin. I'm not sure if this will mean anything to you guys, but the Estee Lauder foundation is typically very difficult to remove. It is like paint. Again, that's why I love it. This Double Wear Nude foundation, I mean, it just wipes right off. It's so easy to remove. It comes straight off my skin with no issues at all. I just think that that's a really good example of exactly how much lighter this foundation is in comparison to the original. It just looks so healthy on the skin. It's like the perfect no makeup foundation. Buffs in very easily with a brush. I just look like all of a sudden I drink a lot of water. I'd take like multivitamins and eat all my broccoli. Okay, so this is what it looks like with just one layer. Really fresh, really radiant. It dries down to a velvety kind of finish. I think that it's a beautiful, beautiful product. And like I said, you've just seen how incredibly versatile it is. It's nearly just like a filter on the skin. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you have any more questions about the product or ways to apply it or oily skin issues, please leave them down in the comment section down below. If you are not subscribed already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, let me know down below what you want to see reviewed next. I love you all so much, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!